Welcome back to Burning River Bushcraft. Today we're going to be taking a look at a fly fishing kit designed for those who like to travel. This is the Econ 101 from Pescador on the Fly. So this is a starter fly fishing kit that's budget friendly. But if you look at the package here, this is designed for travel. So this is designed for people who like to fly on vacations, people who travel a lot and like to keep a fly rod with them. This would also be great for just keeping your vehicle if you are going on a family vacation and you look at the map and you see some blue lines and you want to see if there's any fish in there. Something like this could slip right in your luggage. It's not going to take up any additional space, and it's going to give you an option to go fishing when you're out there. So let's pop the box open and break down the kit. So there is a lot in that box, and I can feel that the reel at least is not in here. So here's the package, and this is what you're going to be able to fly with, and fly with pretty darn easy. This is 22 inches. Most fly tubes are going to be around 32 inches. So I have flown with longer items before when I'm carrying on an airplane, but you're really not supposed to. It's always adds a little bit of stress to your life when you're trying to sneak something past, and eventually you're going to get caught, and you are going to have to pay extra for that. If something is conveniently sized, it's way more likely that you're going to have it with you. So there is your Pescador on the Fly logo. And this is a 5/6 weight, 9-foot rod. So their logo kind of says it all. So this is fly fishing on the go. And especially for me in my area, most of the time that I would be traditionally fly fishing and going after cold water species, I've got to travel to do it. We do not have as many trout fishing opportunities around me as most people do. So the 22-inch long case has a grab handle here. So this is just going to help me carry it around either in and out of the vehicle, to and from the water, through the airport. I've got D-rings here as well. So I could improvise a shoulder strap for this. This would also be something I could tie this to the side of a bag. So most of my carry-on bags are black anyway. This is going to blend right into the side of it, and you really wouldn't even notice. So it zips out here, and there is room for when the reel is seated for this entire thing to close up and be ready to fish. Let's start to pull this out here. So this is kind of cool, actually. This is all integrated into the tube. So all of my rod pieces are going to be in here. This is not a sleeve that I pull out and then unroll. I actually kind of like that feature. So one thing that is included with the Pescador on the Fly combo is I have 2 extra tips. So they are anticipating that you're going to use this. They're going to anticipate that you're going to hook into larger fish than you probably should have. So they're giving you a spare right off the bat. Now the rod itself, the combo, has a lifetime warranty right from Pescador on the Fly. But the fact that they take the time to send you 2 tips right out of the go, that is pretty darn cool. So I've got the handle and I've got the tip out. Here is the 4 other sections that's going to make up the rod. So it's a 6-piece rod. We've got 7 pieces, including the extra tip. So let's get this plastic off so I can take a look at this cork handle. So the cork handle looks really nice, and of course it feels nice. I love cork on a rod. And I've kind of got a natural area where my hand's going to rest to, almost a palm swell. So this is a pretty cool feature here. I've got index marks, and that's going to help me line the rod up. So there we can see I've got 2 of those dots lined up. So I've got these the entire length. That's going to make sure that all my eyes are lined up. I don't have to sight the rod, look down, try to line everything up right. Definitely makes it easy to assemble, which is going to put you on the fish that much quicker. So this rod is a combination of IM6 carbon fiber and T24 graphite. So this is an A+ grade cork handle. So there's like 0 imperfections here. This is beautiful. This is an aluminum reel seat, and I've got carbon fiber insert in there. So this thing looks outstanding. It's got great balance to it. And remember, this is their starter rod. They do sell an upgraded rod from this. So they have an El Jefe, which is the boss. But wow, this thing is really nice. So this is hard chrome coated guides all the way down, and these are from Sea Guide. There is nothing budget about this except for the price. So far so good. I've got a lot in that box. I'm going to see if I can pull the reel out next. So here's the reel, and we've got a logo on her as well. So this is preloaded with backing and fly line. So this is loaded with 6-weight line, and this is set up for left-hand retrieve. So I've got my backing, I've got my line, I've got a welded loop on here. So I'm not feeling any plastic on this. With a lot of the starter kits, the fly reel doesn't really help you that much. It's not a critical part of the system. It's just nice to have a better one. This is aluminum. This doesn't feel like there's any plastic in here. I've got a good solid drag. The handle feels sturdy. So this has a lock ring on the reel seat. And I did see Pescador on the fly on the other side, but we've got Econ 101 here as well. Might be kind of hard for you to see. It's white on silver. Nice looking setup. Let's keep going and see what else is in that box. Pescador on the Fly will sell you just the travel rod and reel, but they also sell packages, and I am loaded up here. So I've got the accessory kit, I've got a sling bag. When you go through and select it, you can select the size that you want. You can select if you're right or left-handed, and then you can go right down. I would like the flies, I would like the sling bag, I would like the accessory kit. Let's start pulling this out and see what all we have. This bag looks like their Angler Economic Stimulus package, and this is a $150 value that they're throwing in for free. So I see a set of forceps sticking out here, and they're actually logoed. That's awesome. So there's their Pescador on the Fly logo. So these are a large full-size set of forceps, and they've kind of got an angle to them as well. So these are vital to have with you out on the water. You can use this to remove the hook from a fish's mouth. You could flatten barbs if you were fishing in a barbless area, or you were a better fisherman than I am. But outstanding to have, a nice full-size set, and these are heavy, so these are heavy duty as well. They included a logoed set of nippers, and I've got a pick here to clean the hook eyes. I have logoed tippet, and I don't just have a little bit of tippet, I have spools. So I have 3 spools of 3, 4, and 5X, and that is pretty nice to have. Now I also have a spool holder. So this tippet spool holder, I've got room for more tippet if I ever was to need it. But this is something, again, I can attach this to my vest. It's going to spool all off here. It's going to keep me organized and keep me efficient when I'm on the water. So I've got spools of tippet, but I've got leader as well. So I've got logoed 3, 5, and 6X leader. So I have a logoed fly box, and that is pretty cool. A double-sided fly box. Now, I saw flies in the box before. Let's take a look at our flies. So there's a pretty good collection of flies that they've included. I've got woolly buggers, I've got San Juan worms, I've got midges, I've got parachute Adams. A great selection that's going to get you a lot of fish. This is an upgrade on their standard kit. This is the Go Pack. So this is their Sling Fly Fishing Pack. So this pack's got a ton of features here. So it's got a grab handle on top if I want to keep it small, just carry it around. I also can unfold it here, and here is the Sling Pack feature. Now these are nice because you can keep it behind you. You can keep a sling bag behind you while you're fishing, and whenever you need to access it, you just slide it up around, take a look, get what you need, and slide it back out of the way. If I want to get it off quickly, I've got a buckle here. I'm digging the fact that this is wide as well. Skinny buckle's got a much better chance of digging in and really making it uncomfortable. So this is mirrored, so I can make this right shoulder or left shoulder. And then I've got carabiners down here too. So I could use this to attach this to the exterior of my pack while I'm getting into the woods. I could put a creel here, I could put a net, a lot of different options, and it's handy to be able to clip things right to your bag. I've got a main zippered compartment. I've got pockets inside here. I've got a Velcro panel. I've got elastic here where I can slide a water bottle or another accessory. I've got molly on the sides and on the face, so I can attach a water bottle, things like that. I've got a smaller zippered pouch on the face of it, and again, I've got internal pockets. And then I've got a stash pocket on the very outside. So once I load this up and use it a little bit, I'm going to do a separate review on the Go Pack. I also got a 1-year subscription to Trout Unlimited and this Trout Hero trash bag. It's going to help me clean up the river and pick up any trash that I see. So that's an outstanding starter kit. This is a kit that if I was a fly fisherman and I fished all the time, and I started with a standard rod and I got used to it and I fished local waters, but I wanted to start to travel more, or I traveled on business, or I traveled on just pleasure trips, and I wanted to be able to fish more in different types of waters. This would be a great kit to get you started travel fly fishing. So these are available in different weights, so you can pick a 4-weight or a 3-weight or a 7 or 8-weight depending on what types of water you're fishing. So if you had never fished before and you wanted to make this your starter rod, you're not giving much up. If you wanted to just use this exclusively as a travel rod, outstanding. You're probably going to use it for more than that. But this is a great backup as well. If you were going on a bigger fishing trip where you weren't necessarily just sneaking a rod into your carry-on, where you're actually fishing on purpose, I personally always carry a backup for most things I've got. And a rod like this would be a really good way to carry just a backup. If someone else had their equipment fail, you're going to hand them a quality rod. If your primary rod went down, you're not giving up a thing when you switch over to the Econ 101. If this is the kind of thing you like to see, go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment in the comment box, and ring the bell to be notified of my latest videos. You can also find me on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at Burning River Bushcraft. I also teach outdoor classes at outdoorcourt.com. Fishing local waters is a lot of fun, but it sure is fun to travel and go see different things. And having a rod that's small enough to just pack in your suitcase and in your carry-on luggage and just carry it in the trunk of your car is going to open up a lot of possibilities. Most companies sell a starter fly rod kit, and that's just designed to be budget friendly and to help get you out there and learn a new sport. But Pescador on a Fly does that for someone who likes to travel. So that opens up a completely different realm. There is not a lot of travel fly rods, let alone a lot of travel fly rods that cater to the new fisherman and package everything up so that you're ready to go. Pescador on the Fly has a ton of stuff on their website. Go check them out. Till next time, this has been Jamie Boggs with Burning River Bushcraft. See you soon.